Clarity is not just about seeing things clearly, it's about having the courage to see them honestly. Clarity is not just about seeing things clearly, it's about having the courage to see them honestly. Most people avoid clarity, not because they can't find it, because they fear what it will demand of them. My name's Chad Hyams. Welcome to the Achieve Your Apex podcast. We are in our Power of Clarity chapter 18 from my best-selling book, Achieve Your Apex. Don't have it yet? You want it more than just the podcast? You can go to achieveyourapex.com to get a copy, or head over to Amazon, search for Chad Hyams, Achieve Your Apex. You'll be able to find it while you're there. Clarity is the lens that allows us to see the gap between where we are and where we are meant to be. And once seen, we cannot unsee it. Let me quote myself again. Love quoting myself. Right from the book. Clarity is the lens that allows us to see the gap between where we are and where we're meant to be. And once seen, we cannot unsee it. I talked about rain. I talked about the windshield wipers in the last episode because cloudy thinking, seeing through that, right, is expensive. And I don't even mean financially, because without clarity, people stumble through goals, people stumble through relationships, and even more simply, stumble through choices. They hope things will sort themselves out. Folks, they rarely do, and you know that. How many times do you hide from something hoping it will work itself out? And it never does. It's just a larger problem when you finally get to it. That's because you didn't have clarity, okay? When you don't name the issue, we create stories to avoid the discomfort of truth. Let me say that again. When you don't name the issue, you create stories to avoid the discomfort of truth. These stories feel safe to us in the moment, and they slowly cost us momentum, trust, and results. That's how important clarity is. Clarity demands courage because it removes the excuses and leaves only decisions, and the decisions are clear. Look, when I wanted to write Achieve Your Apex, I knew I had a book in me. I knew I did. I just had no clarity on what the book looked like. I knew I had some lessons I wanted to share with people. I knew people had come to me again and again and said, Chad, teach us about focus. Chad, teach us about mindset. Chad, teach us about environment. Chad, teach us about time scheduling so that it works. Teach us these things because I had success with them. And if you need any of those things taught, first of all, check out Achieve Your Apex. Second, you can just go to my website, chadhyams.com, and book me to come to you. And I'll be happy to teach. Yet there I was walking. I was in Birch Bay, Washington. I remember it very clearly. It was a beautiful day. I was out for a walk by myself that morning, walking towards the water. We only lived a half mile away from where the bay was. I was walking over to the state park. And as I was walking, in the distance, I could see the mountains in British Columbia, Canada. I could see Whistler Mountain, Blackcomb Mountain, filling the skyline ahead of me. And it was beautiful. And at the same time, an eagle crossed my path, low flying right in front of me. Eagle went right past me. And it clicked right then and there. An apex predator just flew in front of my view of the apex of a mountain, and Achieve Your Apex was born because now I had clarity on the book. It was going to be lessons from apex predators and lessons from climbing the mountains to achieve your apex either way. And once I had clarity, all the obstacles were removed. Everything was out of the way and decisions became easier because now when I wanted to teach a lesson, I didn't have to say in the book, how do I teach the lesson? I said what apex predator or what achieving an apex moment on a mountain lesson can I attach this to? And it brought me clarity. I want you to understand how important clarity is because it will get everything out of your way. Okay? And here's a way to help you. Love my acronyms. I was raised in a world of acronyms, so I love my acronyms. And I'm going to give you the fact check. That's right. We're going to do a fact check because we should be doing these in everything that's going on in the world today, especially because who knows what AI is up to. But I'm going to give you the fact check right now. These are 4 markers to check for decision clarity. The F stands for focus. Are you clear on the right outcome you want? Are you clear? Do you even know what the outcome you truly want is? Or are you just hoping for a better outcome? That's not clarity. You want to lose some weight, or do you want to lose a specific amount of weight in health? You want to strengthen this relationship, or you just want better relationships? You want to achieve X widgets in your job, or you just want to be better at your job? You need the clarity. And are you clear on the real outcome you want? The A stands for alignment. This is the one you're going to want to skip, right? Because does the choice align with your core values and priorities? Because if you tell me your core value is family, and your core value is family, and your priority is family, and you tell me you want to sell 1 million widgets, I'm going to ask you, does that truly align with who you want to be? Because you won't be home very often if you have to work that much. And that will not align with you. And that will cause cloudy vision instead of clarity for you. Okay, the C of fact check is cost. What will this cost you if you say yes or no? And what will it cost you? It might cost you that relationship. It might cost you your health. It might cost you something if you say yes towards it. It might cost you something if you say no towards it. And you have to decide, what is the cost if you say yes and if you say no? And then the T is timing. Is now the right moment for this clear vision? Or is clarity asking you for patience? Maybe you need to be a little more patient sometimes and take a little more time before you get to the result. Here's the thing. The fact check, I'm going to have a worksheet for you that you're going to be able to download. In my next episode, I'll tell you how you can get your hands on the fact check worksheet to make sure your goals are in alignment with you and you have clarity towards them. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to tell you to go run a fact check right now, even though you don't have the worksheet yet. You heard me say them. It's focus, alignment, cost, timing. You heard me ask the questions. Go do a fact check on one of your goals. And if you send me a message telling me what came out of it, you can text me, you can Facebook message me, you can go to my website, chadhyams.com, and communicate with me through there. If you send me a message letting me know what came from your fact check, I'll hold you accountable to achieving that apex. And until our next episode, keep climbing.